Welcome to Oshaee Gallery Presents. We're in a planning meeting tonight, talking to you, talking to your family, talking to your heart about life, about our planning here in Panama City Beach at the PCB Event Center. We're in the studio. Oshaee Gallery Presents, and what it's presenting, we're getting ready for a concert, OGAP's MD Live on Fridays at 7 o'clock. We're casting for artists. We're looking for good people that love music, that love sound, that love anything in the arts. But tonight we're just going to be like a family and open up to you on what's going on, what's already planned, what's already laid up, what's already going on. And of course we have Jay Wolf here, and we have his girlfriend here, his better part of his work ethic. And when he don't want to go, she lets him and gets him to go. And when she don't want to go, he gets her going. So this works out pretty good. And this is a PCB event flyer that Jay Wolf can get to you if you're emailing it. What address, Jay?
slpcb2016@gmail.com. Simply enough, it's support local Panama City Beach 2016 at symbol gmail.com. Just the capital letters each first. So slpcb 2016. You can also stop by Smokes Tobacco or PCB Cigars, or go ahead and pop into Waves Tattoo. All of them have flyers and the information that you're looking for. Or you can come by the Panama City Beach Event Center in person or online.
And also, we want you to know we're in the studio, Emerald City Studio Facility here at PCB Event Center. And you can't see it, but to the right of us is about a 47 by 35 set. We're putting all of it together for, hold on now, listen to me. Don't get confused. Motion picture sets to film TV, live television sets, recording studio upstairs, running down to do live recording in the live sets, talk shows, musicals, beauty contest. This is part of the runway right here. You'll probably see it later.
I'll take you through the walkthrough of the entire
We have balcony 1 and balcony 2, which is skybox 1 and 2. I've got skybox 1 built. It will be like coming live from the top of a football game where they sit in skyboxes, but of course we'll be here. We've got 14 places that singers and groups can stand on the platform. They will all be wired, color-coded, to where you'll be assigned circle 7, which is where with a color like a yellow circle with a yellow cord, and then upstairs the color code runs up there to the mixer where the mixer and arranger, the producer, the director can operate together, and we will be doing all that as we grow. Right now we are filming here live in the studios in the media area of television. And Joe Watson, which is the producer, is putting together a series called Threading. You can Google that. You can look it up on Facebook.
You can find the link on Support Local PCB's Facebook page.
Good deal. Say that again.
You can find the link to Threading, the TV series, on Support Local's Facebook page.
And I am an actor that was cast in a role on there, and so we've been having different people come in from North Carolina, a critic that really got burnt out on LA, didn't he, Jay? And then 3 or 4 actors down in Tampa and Miami, and just what we've already got filmed. It's not we, but Joe Watson. We're all just doing what we're supposed to do as actors. And it's amazing that we're going to be able to, guys, listen. Can you imagine a facility that called Studio Emerald City, Panama City Beach. The name of my television company is called LA East, because my dream for 20 years was to bring LA to Panama City Beach. Now, 14 of those years I've been working on it. And then Joe Watson and I collaborated, come together. Jonathan England, the founder of Earth Awakening University, became one of my best friends, and we were able to link together without jealousy. Can you believe that? Also, the thing that I always fear when I collaborate with somebody is control, and there's no control. Believe it or not, we sit here on this set tonight to come to you guys, and we don't even have anything planned, because we want you to know more than anything that we're real people. We're professionally unprofessional around here, I tell you. That's just how we do it. Because you're going to have to be real to get your life in order, to build your dreams, to get up out of that rut. And but anyway, just one run through, and I'm going to turn it over to my friend here. She's got a lot to talk about. Listen now, can you imagine that you're going to have a studio in Emerald City to shoot movies all on these sets? You're going to have a TV set. You're going to have musicals. You're going to have runway, recording studio, talk show sets, anything in the audio visual e-world in one location in Panama City Beach, Florida. And then Jay, talk a little bit about the outside events.
We're trying to make it a focus to take support local PCB and make this its home base. Start a little receiving unit here so that people can drop off their ideas.
Yeah.
Once a month, we'll host a charity event. That way, everybody in the community can come check out, see what the events that Mr. Oshaee and Mr. England and Miss Alicia have all put together. All together. So, I mean, it's all for the community. We want everybody to know, and that's why we post this live each week. I mean, there's even a little section on this live link right now to post comments so you guys can interact. We have the full thought process together. We're putting it here. We're attending. We're just waiting on the community's response.
And this is a 12-year vision, this bird has crowned its head in this building. And we still don't have all of our signs changed because we have to do it according to code. But we are here going to the world before the world even knows we're coming. And we want you to know that. Talk a little bit about what's coming.
August 14th, which is not this coming up Sunday, but next Sunday. Sunday before school starts. We are having a charity benefit. You can't see any of this.
Yeah. Here, I'll bring it to you though.
The kitchen part, I need volunteers that have cake pans and muffin pans and that can bring them for the day for us to use. We have a lot of people that are donating food and things of that nature, but we still need help in the kitchen. There's a lot of stuff here that needs to be taken care of. Drinks, I think we were talking to Coke and Pepsi about doing some donations for us. Just make sure nobody brings alcohol. We have some AA volunteers that are going to be helping us out, and I really want to respect them and what they're trying to do. Also, during our charity event on the 14th, we will be having a car wash. We have some people that have said they're going to volunteer. We have nothing concrete except for Mr. J. Wolf here, and my 9-year-old son will be washing cars at very minimum. We need donations of sponges, water hoses. We need a splitter to go in between those hoses. We only have one spigot outside here. We have a lot of microfiber towels already, but we need spray nozzles, scrub brushes, and car wash soap. Anything you want to donate that helps clean the outside of a car, feel free. We would really, really appreciate it. We will be washing vehicles on the north side of the building. That's the side of the building that faces the ship and the red light.
Believe it or not.
The busy side of the building is where we're going to be washing cars, so they know that's what we're doing. We're washing cars. Hey, come get your car washed for a donation. If you're not getting your car washed, please park on the other side of the building. And if you have anybody watching this right now that has a lawnmower and a weed eater and a rake and some free time, I have a 14-year-old that would love to help you cut the grass up here. We've contacted one professional company, and it's still in the works, but we have 2 lawns on either side of the building that needs to be trimmed, and I personally do not have a lawnmower. So if someone could help us out with that, that would be amazing. We have sign-up sheets here at the center. I'm going to leave these here in the front lobby area if you want to stop by. Mr. Oshaee is here to let you in, sign up. I will come by here and keep a regular check on it, so I can get together with you with what you want to donate and whatnot. If you can't come by here, all this stuff is going to be posted on Support Local PCB's Facebook page. Please contact us, sign up. That way I know we're going to have some volunteers here for sure. And that's it.
And I'm Poet Oshaee Thomas. Oshaee is my first name. And the reason I have to fix that is a lot of people can't find me. But I think my last name's Oshaee if you call me Mr. Oshaee. See there? So, but that's okay. Oshaee is Oshaee. I'm Poet Oshaee Thomas. If you want to see what we do, we send poetry to 90 to 100 nations a month. We have 35,000 people in groups and have 4,000 friends, and we do not discriminate or divide or pick. We just love, and we send it out to the hurting, to the whole, to the rich, poor people, and to the poor, rich people. Which there's poverty in both areas sometimes.
Yes, sir, there is.
Jay came in tonight with, what do you call that thing, Jay? That sinus headache and swelled up.
I call it an allergy bubblehead.
And you know what? That's how life is. If you wait until it gets perfect, you'll never do anything. Do not listen to the excuses your head makes to your heart, or you'll never do anything. Do not listen to the excuses your emotion makes to your heart. Can I give a poem on that, Jay?
Sure, go right ahead.
Let's see. Your heart is like a garden deep within. You plant your dreams there and let it rain. The sun shines on it every single day. Sometimes you may go back to the field to see if the seed died. You may walk in much dismay. But if you stay at the heart where the dream was planted, the water shall come and the sun shall visit. And your dream will grow from the bottom of your heart to the top, and all will see. But don't listen to what your mind and emotions say deep within, because they'll cause you to die the days you live, and you'll never see your dream again.
Amen.
And see, you say, what do they do in Hollywood down there? No, we're building you a vehicle. And we're building Panama City Beach a vehicle to bring your dreams to pass. And the ones that doesn't have any dreams and you're just sort of laid back, guess what's going to be happening on Fridays at 7 o'clock? Oshaee Gallery presents O-Gaps MD Live Sounds in Panama City Beach concert. It's a live stage concert with 8 to 15 to 25 artists, and we are casting. Now, Jay said some things a few minutes ago. Well, we had a lot of people that didn't come. Well, Jay, a lot of people are afraid of failure.
Right.
But some are afraid of success.
Like I said last night, somebody convinced somebody that a tornado full of sharks was a good idea. There are no bad ideas.
Yeah. And when do I have to have the stage ready, Jay?
We will have the stage ready by the 13th at midnight, because that Saturday night at midnight,
You got what, 4 groups coming on that platform?
we will have artists 12 hours after that. And you and I, we're going to sit there, we're going to have whatever snack I come up with at midnight on that Friday night. And we're just going to sit there and look at your work. You started it, and I'm here to help finish it.
And we have 2 doorways here, exits out of the auditorium. We hold about 400 people. And, but exit right has become ramp exit to bring your equipment in.
Awesome.
And the hallway, which is huge, we're gonna put 3 couches in and chairs, and that will be the place where the artists get ready to go on the platform.
Do you hear that? That's a staging green room,
Yes.
just for the
And
musicians
then we
that
have
will
a-
be playing here.
Yeah, we have a back green room that I went to, everything's $1 today. And I bought 5 things of mouthwash, 6 things of toothpaste, deodorant, and everything you will need so you can be pampered. And I even bought some for women. And I've got furniture back there that if I can get somebody to help me go over to my storage. We have 2 set areas here, Joe and I, and Jonathan. I forgot his name, man.
Jonathan,
Hope he's not
yeah.
watching this. But anyway,
He should be here if he is.
I buy and sell a lot of furniture, but I do it mostly for sets. Because I know I'm going to need 5 sets in here. I'll be doing talk show reality. I'll be doing a talk show with Eric DeReese on men and women and broken hearts and anger where people don't get healed. Slowly I'll fade out of that and let Eric take it over. And also I'll be doing some talk shows live with musicians. Zach, would you say hi?
Hi, guys.
Zach and I are going to start the writers night here, and I'm going to let Zach sort of help me manage it and put it together. And Zach, come bring your chair over here. We'll just do this unprofessionally.
We're done with the done with the board. So
All right.
So Zach here, I met him, and he's got a good heart. But he's a hard worker. Tell him a little bit about your training in music and mixing and the recording area of the digital domain.
Well, right now I'm in the middle of attending Full Sail University for music production, and I'm almost done. About to graduate next year, and that's a lot of hard work. Just pressing on, between school and work and making sure everything gets done. It's just a lot of hard work, very tedious. They do allow to go through all aspects of all media, whether it be television or just regular music production. There's just so vast. There's so much that I've learned from this university already that I don't even know how they fit it all into the short time that they did. But it's it's constant. It's constant. It's a lot of work. But I'm feeling confident going into this, and I feel that I've gotten a lot of the training the foundation from this that I need to be able to get things going.
And I want to talk about that a second. I need some lighting experts because if you're out there, we have the recording studio upstairs, but doing live television is different than motion picture. It's 2 different reels you use, 2 different digital domains. When you do live concerts and you got 4 or 5, you've got one group back in the big green room, you got another group in the hallway, you got another group preparing to go on the platform, and a lot of them want to tear down. We got to make sure. So then while that's going on, a lot of time we'll be shooting to the left, and then that's a spot which is stage right back, where a lady or a man can do a vocal. Stage right, left, back. Over here is where somebody can do talk or speak. And like you say, I can do the MC from Skybox 1 or 2. And so, but here's the thing. I can lay out and build all this. But the lighting, if I'm going to do television, I want the lighting different. I want to put it on the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K kind of thing, to where I need someone that really loves lighting. That really wants to trust and not be screwed or hurt. Because I guarantee you, you will grow with us, but you're going to have to trust us that we're not going to stab you in the back. I am True Humility Foundation or True Humility Outreach. I'm on a 508. Everything is legal. My checking accounts at the bank, and my integrity is my name. And And on Port Oshaee Thomas on Facebook, like I said, you go on there and friend us, follow that poetry and read that stuff. I'm not Hollywood or trying to use poetry to be seen. I'm trying to love you. I'm trying to love you because if we don't get to you before you blow your brains out, take those pills and go get that other case of beer and those 6 bottles of whiskey and all over this beach, we're not judging you, but we're telling you this. You're dying the days you live when you do not know how to open your heart to love, and all you do is deaden your pain. Would somebody say something about that?
Well, I was just about to say that, and that's what we're doing here. We're trying to open our doors to the community, give you guys an alternative entertainment source that isn't out clubbing, that isn't out on the beach, that isn't out, doing this, that, and the other. You can come here, you can be creative, you can listen to other people be creative, you can help out others that are just trying to help. We want to give an avenue and a direction and a safe place. And we're well on our way. I touch base on our sponsors every week, and they grow and they grow and they grow. We have 3 vapor companies that have donated and want to be a part of this as well. Registration, for attendance is if you want to be part of the sponsored advertised members that are involved in the charity. And we ask that you donate anything between $20 and $50 worth of merchandise, or cash, or even a money order, whatever way you want to do to be a part of it. But you have to be in attendance for the August 14th event, or every Sunday after the 1 month that we're going to do it there, up until including Musicians for a Cause. We did get a solid commitment that we'll be able to carry that symbol and that charity now. It's all about gathering people. So you want to be a part of it,
So August 14th at 6 p.m., I'm going to cut you off, August 14th at 6 p.m., all merchandise donated by sponsors will be auctioned off one at a time. All proceeds will be going to benefit the beneficiaries of this fundraiser, which are
Toys for Tots, the Panama Rescue Mission, as well as the True Humility Outreach Foundation. Those are the charities that all this is going towards, to help give back to the community, to help the homeless, as well as help those less unfortunate children.
And Lowe's, Jay and I bought about $1,000, $1,200, well, probably $1,500 worth of supplies here. And I was over at Lowe's cutting up with them and just acting silly like I do a lot. I'm so serious at times I have to act silly to offset it. And so I just love to laugh and cut up like crazy. Be lighthearted. So Lowe's has got our certificate of our EIN number, and they may be donating all of our stuff to build this free. We don't even know, we've not got it approved yet. But if you're able or willing, we're not asking for your donations to get your stuff or your money, but we're actually going to be having Bobby Ray Cook, I think, which is one of our unplugged artists and part of the Backed Up Against the Wall house group here, which is also, I'll say this to you, www.reverbnation.com/musician/Oshaee is where all my songs are. You can go here, and that's the point of the song. And go to SoundCloud under Facebook Poet, and you'll hear all the audio stuff. And but you got to realize we have maybe already 15 different visions of different people coming to pass out of this building. And this is what I wanted to say about it. If you have a vision, bring it to us and tell us what the baby looks like. Tell us. We don't care if it's black or white, or red or green. We just want to know that we can maybe help you launch your vision. And Jonathan England, the founder of Earthwaking University, is a great guy. Go to earthwaking.com. Go to Oshaee.com. And I want to say a little bit about this. Oshaee.com is under construction. Because if you knew what I had to organize, and my head sometimes is, guess what? I am doing dream that I didn't know I dreamed because I couldn't conceive it. We are creating the old channel, the old network channel. Oshaee Gallery, the O. And the O inside the now of what we do, called the O network channel. It's not up, but pretty soon, for 3 days, I'm going to create 45 channels on the eWorld that will be on Vimeo. And we'll probably cross-reference YouTube, right, Jay?
Yep.
But-
You can find all the social networks that we choose. And if you had a suggestion, like we weren't certain about Vimeo, but like Joe Watson came out of New York and he recommended it. If you have a different recommendation for a platform that you would like to see us streamed on,
Yeah, we'll do it.
it's as simple as I work 50 hours a week behind the desk, to which all I do is sit here and edit, build groups, share groups, and support others who are needing support. So, you know, put it out there. We'll nurse it to health.
If I can remember them right now, of course, to me, Facebook's like a newspaper, Jay.
Right.
And Mark Zuckerberg giving me my office in New York City, which is Port Oshaee Thomas. And he gave me 50 to 80 groups, ever how many I want, which are editors working on my columns, which are my different topics.
Right.
So if you go to OshaeThePoet.topics, you'll pull up 20 topics of what we speak about on Facebook.
You can find him at the Panama City Beach Event Center. If you plug that into any server, whether it's Google Plus, Google, Yahoo, Facebook,
LinkedIn.
you can find it. Panama City Beach Event Center has been registered in the digital domain. It has not on the physical sign yet. We are in the works of doing that. But if you looked up the PCB Event Center, you would find us. You'll find
Our studio, Emerald City.
Yep.
And so, because to run through them right now, if you'll go to Oshaee.com, it's got all of them at the bottom. You'll
That's all
see.
you have to say, Shane, because if they go to Panama City Beach Event Center, the first thing they're going to find is you.
So you got LinkedIn, you got Tumblr, you got Google Plus, you got Flickr, you got Pinterest, you got Instagram. All of those networks are being flooded with the Oshaee Gallery 12 product lines. And what is that? It's audio, it's video, it's television, it's written portrait, it's talk shows. This is the vehicle that's birthing a place to bring it to pass. But here's the thing. I lived in Nashville. I was a country boy that was raised outside of Nashville. And the thing that I went through, Jay, I didn't have a place to lay my head. I either had to have ego or pride or give everything away or give my publishing away or sign it away, or they wanted my portrait on Hallmark, but they wanted to steal it all. And when I came to Panama City Beach, I was a broken man. And I had no idea that anything I would do would ever be seen by anybody. I wasn't really doing it to be seen. I was doing it to touch, because I was one that was a broken-hearted young man. My daddy abused us as children. And to get healed from a broken heart or a wounded spirit is not an easy thing. And you're afraid of failure and success. That's why I brought that out earlier. I used to get so close to success and jeopardize it and quit, because I was so afraid that success would fail, I would quit before I could fail so it wouldn't hurt too bad. Then I get close to failure and get so terribly afraid I was going to sink, it'd motivate me to try again. And I lived that seesaw. It's not a good seesaw.
No, it isn't.
It's not fun. And one of my pieces says, you die the days you live when you don't know how to forgive yourself if you fall. What you do will pass away whether you do it or not, but what you are is who you are, and that's what's important. Do you love yourself more than others, less than others, or as yourself? Do you give away trying to prove your love because you can't feel it inside? Open up your heart again. Let love in. It'll give you wings to fly to a place where you quit asking why.
That was another thing we wanted to point out today. Is Shane, while we're serving food and everything, we wanted to invite you to do slam poetry in the cafeteria the entire event.
Some coffee.
You got some money?
Well, it is for charity.
A little donation.
Exactly.
You'll give me 25 cents a 30-minute gig?
No, we're going to give you a camera and a microphone and an audience. And then we're going to serve food, and they're going to sit
I did offer to be the MC for the auction. So I guess I'll be goofing off, and you know, the stuff, all the auction stuff. Here we have a full-size kitchen in the back. big gas ranges, everything, you can't comprehend it in a computer. And of course, the auditorium, we've got a $100,000 sound system in here.
Yes, and it's extensive. It takes up the entire upstairs of the loft, almost the entire running
And,
building.
it's, but we do need a few directors and producers and arrangers, because here's the thing, when I am directing, arranging, producing, and creating poetry all at the same time, because as a stand-up freestyle creative poet, I just made that poem up earlier.
Right.
I didn't read that. I just feel you watching, and I create that way. That's the gift God loaned me.
That's what we want to encourage here. It's spontaneous creativeness. Don't ever be ashamed of it.
Yeah,
Bring it in.
don't be ashamed and don't be proud of it. Just be you.
Right. I want to get back to the topics here. Like he said, we have the Oshaee Network coming soon. He will have extensive channels with various topics.
And all of you can have a place on that channel.
Come be a part of it. We have this planning meeting every Friday. If you have a subject you want to be heard, come attend, leave a comment. Looking for volunteers this week. This is the last week. Registration for the Charity Jam will be Friday, period. After Friday, I will be doing everything I can to donate my time to finishing up the center, making sure we have all the supplies, start cooking that night. If you'd like to volunteer to help, that's wonderful. Saturday night, we'll be cooking up a storm. Sunday, obviously, will be the event. I'll be washing cars, cooking up a storm, directing bands.
Yep.
We'll have our hands full. You can come help if you'd like.
A novice or professional, we don't care.
We don't. Just come help out the community. That's what it's about.
And
Get to know the people
love,
here.
and love one another. Let's just be friends and love one another.
You can contact Alicia all this week at supportlocal.com. You can get up with Shay if you'd like to come build a hand. Give a hand building. There you go. We have lots of construction. We still have to wire in the sound box up top and then the floor box atop of the box.
Skybox 1 and 2.
1 and 2. We also need to get all the mics color coded and at least taped off and labeled. That way when these bands come to pass this week.
Talk to a few music stores there and tell them what we'll do.
Oh, no, we're getting to that, by the way. I'm going to close on that note, and so you guys can follow up with comments after I introduce everybody one more time. I want to thank you, sir, and your name one more time for the camera. It's nice and loud.
Zach?
And he's going to be helping out with writing and planning. And we got Mr.
Poet Oshaee Thomas.
Poet Oshaee Thomas. I, of course, am Mr. Jay Wolf. I'm still getting used to being on this side of the camera. My better half, who's never on camera, Miss Alicia.
And Jay, here's the thing that some people asked me last
She
night.
likes it that way.
Make it plain, even though they're watching this, what television channels in the cable network, what are the channels people find you at and what times?
Well, unfortunately, my phone sleeps once in a while, but we are a 24-hour network. You can find me at Support Local TCV, Locals for Locals, AWCS Marketing, as well as on Facebook, Google, Periscope, and evidently my LinkedIn account as of today is still good. I checked on that. More importantly, you can find me 50 hours a week behind the counter at Smokes Tobacco Outlet. Well, I'll be doing everything I can to help make all this work. I want to take a moment before we end and announce all the sponsors we had this week. We got 3 vapor companies here in town, E-Liquids, Panda Brand, as well as GT. We were also helped out with Beach Music. Mr. Thunder has volunteered.
Thunder, man, that's nice.
And
We'll have to get him up here on the platform.
Earthwaking, well, his band's out of town that weekend, but he is donating merchandise. Wanted to let us know that he will try to be part of it. He is usually part of Musicians for a Cause, which is another thing that we will all touch base together at.
Do you know I've known him for 20 years?
I did not. Peter and Rich Rinku, the Patels, they donated as well.
And also, Joe, we need a few laptops, if anybody can help in that area.
I also had a nice chat with somebody from the Bay County Commissions and the Chamber of Commerce, and we're working on getting involved with the local donations as far as bigger name sponsored companies. And the bigger we get, guys, is the more easy it is going to be for us to give back, for us to have after school activities for the public.
And Jay mentioned that we want to give the police department a place to have their meetings. You mentioned about the different people, the school systems, anybody in Bay County that needs a place to have their events, we're here. Tell them about that, Jay.
We have several different rooms. They're all available. It is all for charity. You want to rent and help pay for this place so we can help everybody? Then come rent a room. Every week you do your planning meetings, just like we do our planning meetings. Everything that you rent would go to the Outreach Foundation, the Toys for Tots, or whatever charity we're currently working on raising counter funds for at that moment. That's what this place is going to be.
And we got weddings coming up October 1st.
The 1st,
Yeah.
there is going to be a wedding here. Them are the type of events. You need a place to come lay your hat.
That lady said,
Quiet.
I can't believe y'all gonna let us come in that big, that beautiful building, Jay. She's so tickled about it. She's just so excited.
Trying to think of all this.
Now that you mention it, it's really an awesome place to have a wedding. It's so versatile.
It's open. It's beautiful.
And we can set it up so many different directions. We have, can I speak on this second? We have about 300 to 400 chairs, and we have about 60 to 80 tables. But we can have a dinner
I guess you
theater.
have more chairs than that.
Dinner.
People all-
What about the dinner theater? Would you speak to them a little about the dinner ideas on the dinner table in the kitchen, and how that's going to work?
We're going to try to feed the homeless at least once a month, if not more.
Well, once a week, actually.
Once a week, is that what it's going to be? Okay. And we have a full-fledged dining room. It receives the kitchen just like an old classic diner, even has the wooden booths and everything. Anybody wants to help out with that, we want everybody to be involved. I don't know how many times.
That's going to be called Wheelchair Eddie.
Wheelchair Eddie.
And
Feeding for the homeless. I want to open this up so you guys can see this and see just what we're talking about. When we say that this place is expansive, this is just one room, guys. And up there is the entire loft where the sound is.
all engineering.
A little stage set here where we do our weekly planning meetings. Backdrops. Then we got all of this is under construction. This is all under construction, guys. And this is just room number 1, okay? You can see the skybox up top, and then the skybox above it, all wired in, soon to be railed in. We got a full-fledged audio system, staging lights, guys, automatic backdrop, winches. It's a full-fledged setup, guys. And like I said, we're going to sit here and we're going to finish our meeting. But this is all for you guys. So if you guys want to come help out, that's great.
Jay, when you got 2 minutes to go off air, I want to close what Wheelchair Eddie means.
Go right ahead with that. Like I said, we're just wrapping this up.
Okay, Roger and Eddie were 2 homeless guys I met 15 years ago. And Eddie was coming down 79 in a wheelchair with no legs. And he had been a drinker because at 36 years old, he come home one night and his wife had an affair on him. And he told me he would never talk about it. He just said, I put my keys in my dresser drawer, walked to the door, and started hitchhiking. And I've been gone for 10 years. And I said, what happened to your legs, Eddie? He said, I was on the interstate one night, and I was hitchhiking. And the guy got mad and threw me out on the side of the interstate, somewhere close to Cincinnati, I think. And he let Eddie get up ahead of him, and he ran over him. And Eddie's legs went up into the drive shaft between the floorboard, and it twisted him around and around. And they had to amputate his legs up to his penis, to be honest with you. And listen, Eddie came to John Q and me where we were having to feed the homeless. They would leave their whiskey bottles, their beer bottles outside on the wall, and they would come in and let us love on them. We had a clothing pantry, which we will have here. But through the years, Eddie, the homeless people, it's hard. They get so hard living on the streets to exist. They have to drink to handle not never being able to take a bath. Then they have to drink when all the red ants down here bite them on the ground. And then they go to the ocean to get salt on it so they don't hurt so bad. So you just got to understand. And a few years ago, I went back to Nashville. And across the street from Walmart, there's a Crystal now. That used to be a storage shed facility. And Eddie and Roger was paying $35 a month to sleep in that shed. And Eddie would call me, Oshaee, I got my check, because he got $600 a month for his legs, not having legs. And he'd call me, would you take me to get some food? And I'd pick him up out of the wheelchair and put him in the trunk. And we'd go riding. It was lonely years for me. And a guy with no legs loved me more than a lot of people that I even knew. So I made this trip about a year later. And Eddie used to say, Oshaee, when you do your concert, can I go? When you do your crusades, can I go? And I said, Eddie, you know you can go. You know you can go. So I come back on this trip about 18 months ago, and they say Eddie died. I said, what? He said, Eddie's gone. They already cremated him. Took his ashes out and dropped him. I said, Eddie, what's this up, man? You're gone. What's going on? His brother Roger still lives on the streets out here to this day. And listen to me. These are not bums. These are not thugs. These are people that had lives. And you may have been able to handle your broken heart, but they couldn't. And I told God that night in my prayer, we'll cheer Eddie. We'll be a homeless shelter and a food pantry and clothing pantry in every state and nation I ever go into for the rest of my life.
Amen.
That's it.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate your time. Please follow up if you have any questions. Contact us at the PCB Event Center or as well at Support Local
And
PCB.
message me on Facebook, Port Oshaee Times.
Good night, guys.